My brothers and sisters, greetings. We celebrate the 17th Sunday in Ordinary Time. By the time St. John wrote his Gospel, some 60 years after the death and resurrection of Jesus, the celebration of the Eucharist on Sunday had been firmly established as an expression of what it meant to be a disciple of Christ. St. John constructed a 6th chapter in such a way that his readers would be drawn to see their Sunday observance reflected in his gospel. Almost 20 centuries later, we do well to see the reality. However, we have been reading from St. Mark's Gospel this year. In our Gospel last Sunday, Mark told us about Jesus and the apostles needed to get away in the boat to go to a deserted area where they could rest a while. Yet, the people figured out where they were going and got there ahead of them. Jesus, moved with compassion, realized their need for leadership and responded to the crowd by teaching them. Then the disciples noticed the day is getting, we can see that the disciples noticed the day is getting late and the people need to eat. So they asked Jesus to send the people away so they can buy some food at nearby farms and villages. Jesus told the disciples to go ahead and feed the people. The apostles protest that would be impossible. Jesus asked how much food they have. Without mentioning a young boy, the apostle report they have 5 loaves and 2 fish. The 6th chapter of John opens with the marvelous of how Jesus fed the 5,000 people with 5 barley loaves and a couple of fish. It was, in St. John's words, a vast crowd. The Mass is not a private devotion or the privilege of a few. It is the celebration of the vast crowd throughout the world who are God's people. In the Eucharistic action, Jesus took the loaves of bread and gave thanks. The word Eucharist from Greek, Eucharisteo, means just that, to give thanks. At this point, St. Matthew in his narration helps us with an important detail. He said that after Jesus had looked up to heaven and given thanks, he broke the bread and gave the loaves to his disciples, who distributed the bread among the people. That looks exactly like what happened at Mass when the priest is assisted by the extraordinary ministers of the Eucharist. For the next 4 Sundays, we will be hearing parts of this 6th chapter of St. John's Gospel. And with each Sunday, we will see more deeply into the meaning of the Holy Eucharist. Jesus is the bread of life, and we will see that spread clearly in John chapter 6 of his Gospel. May God bless you.